Watch closely. This man is America's top sniper, yet his own country handpicked him to be the perfect scapegoat in a sensational plot to assassinate the president. It all began with what appeared to be a patriotic mission. His name is Bob, a decorated retired sniper. After watching his best friend die brutally on the battlefield, abandoned by high-ranking officials, a disillusioned Bob retreated to seclusion in the snow-capped mountains with his loyal dog. One day, a Colonel Johnson came to his door, claiming terrorists planned to shoot the president from a mile away. Given the high stakes and fears of a mole within the government, they needed Bob's elite expertise to map out the would-be assassination so they could anticipate and foil the attack in advance. Reluctant as he was, appeals to patriotism and duty pushed Bob past his reservations, and he finally agreed. Drawing on his unparalleled professional skill, Bob quickly surveyed every possible location and submitted a flawless assassination blueprint to Johnson, identifying the most advantageous firing position, the bell tower of a church. Little did he know the meticulous plan he had devised was in fact a trap tailor-made for him. On the day of the planned attack, Bob oversaw surveillance at the scene, and everything seemed to unfold as scheduled. A single gunshot rang out, and the Ethiopian archbishop standing beside the president collapsed on the spot. Before Bob could process what had happened, police officers beside him fired 2 shots straight at him. Colonel Johnson's true nature was laid bare in an instant as he roared into his walkie-talkie, "How could you miss?" The real target had always been the president, and Bob had been chosen as the fall guy from the very start. Badly wounded, Bob narrowly escaped in a state of shock. Overnight, the former war hero became the nation's most wanted fugitive. Every piece of evidence pointed irrefutably to Bob, leaving him with no way to defend his innocence. While on the run, he hijacked an FBI agent named Nick's vehicle and told him he was the victim of a conspiracy. Nick was initially skeptical, but suspicion crept in when the police officer who had shot Bob died in what was ruled an accident. Reviewing the case files, Nick wondered how a master marksman capable of hitting a $1 coin from 1,000 yards could possibly miss such a critical shot. He began to believe Bob's story might be true. Meanwhile, the gravely injured Bob sought refuge with Sarah, the widow of his fallen comrade. With her help, he removed the bullets from his body using nothing more than salt, sugar, and basic makeshift tools. Back at headquarters, Nick was suspended from duty for pursuing the truth. He was lured into a deadly trap and narrowly escaped being murdered. At the last desperate moment, Bob emerged from the shadows and eliminated all the hitmen, saving Nick's life. Now cornered by the system, the disgraced sniper and the discarded FBI agent formed an unlikely alliance to seek revenge. Working together, they gradually uncovered the horrifying truth behind the conspiracy. Colonel Johnson had colluded with a senator in a corrupt business scheme. To secure approval for an oil pipeline, they had ordered the massacre of an entire